What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's me, D, and yeah, today is a pretty good day, I think. Sort of. I know in the past I've talked about self-discipline, and I seen a video the other day. Uh, Dash of Faith was talking about self-sabotage, and that is something that I do as well. So that's something that I kind of wanted to touch on today. Maybe I'll kind of walk you through my routines and my thoughts during the day that kind of stop me from doing the things that it is, or doing the things that I want to do to get out of this 9 to 5. One of the biggest things that I think is probably a, a large contributing factor is the fact that I can't go to bed on time and I can't get up at a decent time. So I work from 3 to 11 and I don't get home until well, I'm not far from here. So I'm only like 10 minutes. So by the time I get home, get settled in, it's like 11:30. So, and I can't go straight to bed. I've always been a night owl. I've always been one to stay up at night, and I'm not sure why. I think that it has something to do with that is whenever I feel at peace, or I feel the most peace. But yeah, I'll stay up till like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, either watching TV or YouTube, or I don't even play video games anymore. I used to, whenever I was younger. That's something that I would like to get back into, but I mean, I just don't have the motivation, I guess, which is bad because if I ain't even got the motivation to play a game, how am I going to find a motivation to start a business and get out of this 9 to 5? But I think getting up early is pretty important because I don't remember if I said this in a previous video, but prior to this YouTube channel, I was doing TikTok and stuff like that. So, and I wasn't working. So during that time, my kids were being homeschooled and I was posting TikToks just about every day. And I grew up to like a 4 to 5,000 follower account. And then I had to go back to work because, well, why did I go back to work? Oh, we put the kids back in school. That's right. We put the kids back in school, so I went back to work. And it's been downhill ever since for mental health and things of like the business nature. I mean, it's kind of gotten back up. I've talked about in a previous video getting back on that horse. Well, this is me getting back on the horse, me posting these videos. And I'm also doing other things outside of this that is kind of keeping me consistent. The music is kind of lacking. The podcast is growing, but the podcast I am also doing with somebody else. So I feel like I'm held accountable for what it is that needs to be done. And he kind of looks to me to figure out what it is that needs to be done. So, I mean, there's a lot of pressure there. And I just don't know what to do from this point. You know what? No, that's a lie. I do know what I do, but I don't want to do it. I'm so tired anymore. Like, I work this job 40 hours a week and I walk around 5 to 7 miles a day, up and down the stairs, under the desks. Like, I'm tired at the end of the day. And then on top of that, like spending time with family and whatnot, I'm just not, I don't have the energy to put towards building something. And what energy I do have, I get frustrated because it's like I'm impatient with the how slow things progress. And I get frustrated with myself. And then that's where the self-sabotage starts coming in. It's like, oh, well, nobody's going to listen to it anyways. Or, my biggest thing lately is like my views. I don't understand why my videos aren't getting pushed out to people at all, it seems. And I try not to look at the views. My buddy, 9 to 5er, he doesn't look at the views. I watch his views because his channel was kind of like he had a couple of videos that were popping off there for a minute. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I wanted to let him know that I was proud of him for taking that step and doing this, because that was a big leap for him. And, you know, it's not just the numbers, it's everything. And it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. It starts with one thing, and then it's like I have like this preset list of things that I just like to go through and be like, oh well, this is wrong. Oh well, that's wrong. Oh well, this ain't ever going to get to where you want it to be because you're not doing what you need to do to get it there. So then I'm constantly going, oh well, I'm lazy, or I just don't have what it takes to be what it is that I want to be. That's all the self-sabotaging thoughts, and it's hard to get through them. So I guess I'm hoping that maybe if anybody is watching these videos, that this is some encouragement to you to work through those self-sabotaging thoughts and to keep striving towards what it is that you want to do, because in the end it's going to happen. You know, I am a firm believer in manifestation, and I don't see why, if you aren't putting the effort into something, that it isn't going to grow to what you expect it to be. But let's get through the self-sabotaging thoughts and the depression and the anxiety and the stress of daily life, and we'll make it through. But yeah, all right, guys. But thanks for listening, and yeah, I'll see you guys next video.